Good morning, Prop Nation. It is another Drew Estate Tabak and Tech Tip Sunday powered by Monster Energy Rehab. I heard they're making Monster Energy Rehabs in the big cans now. Hey, at Monster Energy, I can't find the big cans near me. All right. A couple of topics we're going to discuss on this Tech Tip Sunday. Let me just put that in there so you can see the Monster logo. Maybe they'll start paying me to do these. I want everybody to make a note, and I want you to make an appointment at your local garage, wherever you go to, your local Tires Plus, your Firestone. Get your brake fluid changed out. We've talked about this in the past. Get your brake fluid. I would say the brake fluid, your engine oil is the most important fluid in your car. Then we're going to go brake fluid. And then we're going to go like coolant is going to be third for me. I have run into so many issues this week. I bet I've done 15 brake jobs this week. That included calipers, hoses, all from just brake fluid. Just people don't realize the inside of a brake line is copper lined to prevent corrosion, and that copper it slowly dissolves away, gets mixed with the fluid. It creates this weird sludge, and then it goes through the rubber components of your rubber lines, and it gets pieces of rubber over years and years and years, and it builds up inside your brake caliper. Your brake caliper like this big, it does have like a little recessed area, and that's where crap gets built up. And then once it gets built up in there, there's no flushing it out. There's nothing you can do. And we've just seen so many systems just obliterated this week. Brake fluid changes. People, spending anywhere from $600. I had one brake job because they were hard to find calipers. $2,000 for pads, rotors, calipers to the customer. For a $90 and $90 to $125 service, $2,000, in brakes. It just blew my mind. I did feel for the customer, but with that being said, looking at that customer's history, no less than 6 times, we recommended a brake flush. As part of our courtesy check, we have these dip strips. You don't use water. The people that say there's water contamination, don't buy that. It's copper content only, and we've recommended time and time again. Who knows? Maybe one of those times we could have saved this brake job or this braking system. So if you haven't had it done, have it done. Set an appointment, have it done. Speaking of setting up an appointment, that's what we're going to talk about next. When you make an appointment, and it's always best to make an appointment. Call the shop ahead of time, whatever shop you're going to, whether it's my shop, our company, a different company. Do I need an appointment? 99% of the time, they're going to say, yes, you do. It's always best to have an appointment. We understand emergencies happen. We take walk-ins as well, but I can't tell you how many times customers have come in, hey, I just want to get a quick oil change. A, I'm not a quick lube. B, look at my shop. Like, I have an 8-bay shop. Every bay is full. You couldn't even find a parking spot. You parked sideways, out in my parking lot. And you coming in just wanting a quick oil change. And we're usually running 3 to 5 days out on appointments. And then people get mad. It's like, why are you getting mad at me? It's an oil change. You put it off for a week, where people's like, oh, I'm like way overdue. Well, then should have thought about that a month ago, 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry. I don't want to be, I don't say those things. I'm really nice. I'm sorry. We're just really booked up. We're busy. If you would like to wait, when we say, if you would like to wait, that means, please call and make an appointment. Like in my shop, if you want to wait for anything, like I said, we're booked every half hour. All my techs, everybody in the shop has something to do every half hour. And yeah, there are times, jobs go quicker, but it could be 3-4 hours. So yeah, make an appointment. And then when you make an appointment, if you're going to wait, don't show up and then add a bunch of other stuff. You know, customer calls up. Yes, I just need a regular oil change. That's all I need. I would like a courtesy check. So you check all the fluids. Not a problem. We'll get that on the schedule. It's one of those half-hour schedules because that's going to be quick. Then they show up. Yeah, I like to go ahead and get my tires rotated, and then I have your alignment package. Let's just go ahead and check the alignment. Okay, we were scheduled for an oil change. I had you scheduled for that. The tire rotation, it's going to add some more time. You know, we'll fix that in. But the alignment service, like, that's a whole nother bay. That's another technician. That we probably can't get to that. We didn't schedule that. I pay for these services, and I can't even get them. Let us know that. Would you like to reschedule your appointment so we can get all of this done in a timely manner? And people get mad. Whatever you make the appointment for, that's what's going to, unless you're going to drop it off. You know, we'll get customers, hey, I want to add this and this. I'm going to go ahead and drop it off. You can have it for the day. Always try and have it for the day. Or set a specific, don't say, I need it sometime by the afternoon. Your afternoon is different from my afternoon. Give me a time point. I need this back by 2 p.m. You know, so, all right, we've got that. You need this back by 2 p.m. Perfect. Make sure they write it down on that invoice when they have you like sign or whatever. You know, if they don't write it down, like, hey, can you make sure you write that down? You know, because the technician, I don't know. Sometimes the information doesn't transfer from the front shop to the back shop. Also, do not assume how long a service is going to take. An oil change and tire rotation, like I said, I'm not a quick lube. Your local garage is not a quick lube. We work on multiple cars at the same time. An oil change can take 90 minutes, an hour to 90 minutes. Sometimes it can take 30 minutes if we're not busy. We've had a run of people, everything from brake jobs, you know, simple brake jobs, simple tune-ups, oil changes, and you know, you sign them in. You know, they have a 9 o'clock appointment. You're like, all right, just give me 90 minutes to 2 hours. We'll get you done. Are you waiting? Are you dropping off? Why is it going to take that long? I don't understand that question. Why is it going to take that long? Well, how long should it take? I mean book time's 1.2 on this tune-up. I'm sorry, you know, my brother-in-law said he could change out them spark plugs in 20 minutes. I don't know, why are you here? I'll have your brother-in-law do it. I don't say those things. Those are the things I think. Don't assume how long a service is going to take. When you call and make that appointment, ask, how long is that service going to take? Better yet, any service at your local garage, anything other than a quick lube, I would suggest you plan on dropping it off for a couple hours. I don't want to say you're going to get better service, but I think, you know, I think you're going to get better service on for the most part. Is because I don't feel as pressured to get your vehicle in the shop and out of the shop, because my sales associate says customer's waiting. It's an oil change. You get in and out. If I know I got some time with it, I know I've got an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. You know, I run dual bays. I'll set up like a bay for quicker stuff, and then while I'm working on heavier stuff, I'm waiting on parts, I come back, and I'm able to go through the car a little bit better, take my time, and maybe see something that, you know, safety concern that I may not have caught, you know, when I'm trying to not rush through, but get you in and out in the time that you expected to be in and out. So I would recommend always dropping it off. Did we talk about anything? Did any of this make sense? I know we're coming across our 10-minute time limit here. So yeah, at the end of the day, brake flush. Call up your local Tires Plus, Firestone Complete Auto Care, Hibden Tires Plus, or Wheelworks if you're out west. Set up an appointment to get your brake fluid changed today, or head over to your local garage and get that done. Very, very important. It's going to save you a lot of money in the long run. All right, cats and kittens, this has been another Tabak and Tech Tip Sunday, powered by Monster Energy Rehab, and we'll see you next week.